the weight of still. By the time the sun cleared the low roofs, the village was already awake. Carts rattled over packed earth, wheels complained under uneven weight. A child ran past too fast, nearly colliding with a woman balancing a basket of wilted greens. Smoke drifted from cook fires and chimneys, sharp and bitter, clinging to clothes and hair alike. She watched until the sound of the village settled into something familiar, not calm, but predictable. The kind of noise that meant everyone was still standing. When she finally turned away, it was not relief that moved her, but familiarity. Habit guided her hands, water warmed over the small burner, clean cloth folded and refolded, dried herbs set out in careful rows, their scents muted by smoke and old walls. Her body prepared itself for need before her mind had time to wonder if it would arrive. It always did. Someone with a cough that would not ease, a child with a fever clinging stubbornly to their bones, a worker burned by steam, eyes dull with pain and apology both. She had learned to recognize the sound of approaching footsteps, the particular pause outside her door that meant please without the word being spoken. But the pause never came. Time stretched, not dramatically, just enough to feel unfamiliar. She sat on the edge of a narrow bed, listening. Beyond the thin walls, the village moved as it always did. Distant machinery sighed. Voices rose and fell. A cart passed, its wheels catching briefly on stone. Life continued. It simply did not turn toward her. At first, unease crept in quietly. She told herself someone would come soon. They were only delayed. Perhaps the morning was slow. Perhaps the day was gathering itself. When no one arrived by mid-morning, her chest tightened. She wondered, with a sudden sharpness, if they had learned to manage without her, if another had taken her place, if she had been useful only until she was not. The thought stung more than she expected. Her body leaned toward the door before the decision fully formed. She reached for her cloak, already searching the street in her mind for the small signs she had trained herself to notice. The hitch in a breath, the guarded posture, the way pain hid behind politeness. Then she stopped. Not because of resolve, but because her legs felt heavy. She sat back down, slowly this time, and let her hands fall empty into her lap. The herbs remained untouched, the cloth stayed folded. For once, there was nothing waiting to be done. The stillness pressed against her at first, awkward and unfamiliar. Without someone else's pain to focus on, she became aware of her own body in small, surprising ways. Hunger for one, a dull ache between her shoulders she had learned to ignore, the faint tremor of tiredness beneath her muscles. She ate a simple meal and realized she could taste it. Afterwards, she stepped outside and leaned against the warm stone of the building, letting the day pass over her. She watched the village move by in all its shapes and noises. People paused, crossed paths, continued on. The day held its form without her. The realization arrived gently, like breath easing after being held too long. The world did not break because she rested. No cry rose unanswered. No unseen harm unfolded in her absence. The village did not falter or lean closer, did not ask her to hold it together. She had mattered, her care had mattered, and it had not required her to disappear into it. As the light shifted toward evening, she gathered her things again, not urgently, not from fear, just enough to be ready if tomorrow asked something of her, or if it did not. She lit a small lamp as dusk settled in, its glow steady and warm. Outside, the village carried on. Above it all, the sky remained unchanged. For one quiet day, no one needed her, and she remained, breathing, present, allowed to exist without proving why.